Today marks 1120th day sharing lessons I have learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I want you to imagine from the get-go. I want you to imagine that you are at your parents' home and your dad or your mom comes in and says that, hey, come to the backyard. There is a gift for you. And you, of course, excited. There's a gift. I'm going to a backyard. You come to a backyard and you see a beautiful, beautiful day. And in a beautiful day, you see that there's a beautiful box, big, massive box. And of course, so what do you think? Like, okay, what is in that massive box? You unpack it and you see there's a beautiful car in that box. And you're super excited. And now I want you to imagine that you are 16 years old, maybe even younger, and you never drove a car before. You never sit in a car as a driver. So what you will need to do to drive that beautiful gift, that your beautiful car, and what you will need to do, you will need to learn how to drive. You will need to develop skill sets that will allow you to use that gift. I think that we need to understand that as a gift, when you get that gift, a car, you will need to develop the skill sets to use that gift. That's exactly as with everything in your life. When you receive some kind of gift, you will need to develop skill sets to use that gift. And I think that there's a lot of gifts that we receive, and I think that when we do not appreciate that gift, when you do not see that as a gift, when you do not develop that skill set to use that gift. And today I really want to focus on one specific gift. And that gift is communication. I truly believe communication is a gift. Some people see it as a burden to communicate. Some people see it as a gift. And I think that when you start seeing that communication is a gift, you start really working towards excitement of communicating, and then sharing ideas. Because as excited you can be to see a new car for yourself, I think that's how we're supposed to be excited to learn something new about communication and using that gift. Now, the one thing is that when you get the car, someone else is responsible to giving the gift. The communication is already given. And it's your way to really develop. Now, the biggest part is, but actually, when you learn the gift, when you learn how to use that gift of communication, you're able to make so much money that you're able to really gift to yourself a new car. But if you do not do that, if you do not develop communication skills, it might be that you will struggle to buy a car for yourself as well. And if you struggle to buy a car for yourself, it might be that the biggest reason that you struggle to buy a car is that you do not have communication skills. Now, it might be that you have communication skills, there's other things going on, but in a lot of sense, that not being able to buy a car is a lot of times the problem of not utilizing your gift, and that is communication. I really want to look into really as an analogy using a car as a gift and really communication as a gift. How we're supposed to look into those things, and quite five key similarities between driving a car and driving communication. So number one is learn the basics. So when you think about a car, you of course you need to understand, okay, how to drive it, how to brake, all those basics we need to learn it. And that's exactly with communication. I think that we need to start small and how to structure your communication, what kind of words to use, and all the simple things that we need to start from simple ideas. We're not able to really explain complex things because we need to start from simple things. As with driving, with communication as well, we need to start from the basics. Second thing is that understand the responsibilities. So that means we need to take ownership. Take ownership. I love it because when you understand that there's a lot of things that you need to take care of the car, like oil, change tires, and everything. That you need to take care of that. But at the same time, you need to responsibility that if you make an accident, if you make a mistake, you're able to take full ownership and accountability of your actions. Exactly the same with communication. That means you need to change things, to change words. It might be that your words, your communication will make a mess. You will say things that is not right. You will make lies. So that means you need to take ownership of our communication, of our mistakes, because we potentially could make a crash with our communication as well. So our communication is something that we need to take full ownership and responsibility of our mistakes in our communication, because communication could lead to massive mistakes, and of course we need to take ownership of that. The next thing that I want you to really focus on is that number three is explore its potential. Explore its potential. It might be that when you really start when you have a new car, you do not know how much that car, how fast that car could drive, how far that could car go. So that means you start looking at what is the potential of this car. Exactly as with communication. So okay, if I'm developing my skill set in communication, how far I could develop this skill set, how far that communication could allow me to go. So if I have communication skill and all other skills that I already developed, where I could go, how far I could go, because communication skill could 10x your investment on all other skill sets, something even more. Something 100 folds could bring you more income, more joy, more bliss when you're actually able to use communication on other things that you're already doing. So we need to understand what is the potential of communication skill. I think that people, we a lot of times underestimate communication and we do not invest enough time to really develop that skill set. Number four is share the benefits. Generosity. So when you have a car, you're able to share the benefits. That means you're able to bring people on board. Some cars have 4 seats, some have 5 seats, but bringing people on board and driving to different locations and enjoying emotions with other people. So it means that the car could be shared. And that's the main reason. Sometimes real driving that you could really be a driver and bring others on board. But communication is the same thing. You're able to bring people on board. You're able to share stories. You're able to empower. You're able to inspire. You're able to aspire people to really for the better future. You can bring people to the place that they've never been in their imagination first. And when they are finally able to visualize, they're finally able to take action to go to there. So people who are able to communicate, I think that there is a massive power. Sometimes you with a car you're able to drive where people never been. But sometimes I think that communication could people could bring even more. And I think that that's with a car you're able to really deliver where people never been, but is already able to see with your eyes. But with communication, you're able to deliver to people where people have never seen before. You can deliver to the places where people still not need to develop their technologies to achieve that. So communication is such a powerful. So share the benefits. Share the benefits is by really bringing people on board with your communication. Such a powerful thing. And last one, number five, I want to really share is that keep improving. Life learning, lifelong learning. So it's with car, you're able to improve, get better driving. Even maybe at some point you're able to change the vehicle and drive an even faster vehicle and keep improving and getting better. And be a race driver or whatever. There's always a room for improvement. It's exactly the same with communication. You're able to use one technique, other technique, third technique, and maybe you're able to after some time you're able to really work on some more complex ways of communication and driving different way the same communication and use that gift in different ways. So that means that there's so many skill sets that we're able to learn with communication and add to improve communication. Because when you think about communication, there's so many things. There's like verbal communication, there is like facial communication, there's a body language altogether, of course, facial and body language. There's gestures. There's so many different things in communication, in like to how you use your voice. There's so many things and details in communication, and people who are lifelong learners, I want to improve all aspects of communication that they could be better communicators. And that's what I do every single day. Come up here to share lessons I learn and keep learning, but at the same time being able to express my thoughts, ideas, lessons in a more concise and more influential way. So I hope that you reflect as well how much time do you invest in your communication development? Because when I understand that communication is one of the most important skills, no matter what you do, at that moment, I think that every single person is supposed to invest at least a little bit in their life to improve their communications. because communication improves your money, improves your relationships, improves your content, joy, fulfillment, so many things. And I think that you really do not underestimate how much life could improve when you improve your communication. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.